Introduction. The HTML5 section element is an integral part of web development. It is used to wrap up content into standalone sections that are indirectly related to the rest of the content. The section tag is a block-level element that can contain other block-level and inline elements. It is used to group together thematic parts of content to make the structure of a web page clearer and more accessible. Understanding HTML5 section. The HTML5 section tag is defined by section and as section. This element is a semantic tag used to define a standalone section in a document, application, or site. This could be a tabbed content area, a set of tabs, a region of the page that contains related content, and so on. Example of section tag usage: section H1, heading H1, paragraph text here. When to use the HTML5 section. The HTML5 section element should be used when there is a grouping of content that forms a distinct and meaningful part of a document. This could be a chapter, a tabbed content area, a set of related content grouped together, a single topic of discussion, or a standalone piece of a larger web application. The section element should not be used as a generic container. This is what the div element is for. It should be used when there is a clearly defined section of related content. Common mistakes with the HTML5 section. One common mistake is using the section tag as a generic container. The section tag is not a replacement for the div tag and should not be used as such. Another common mistake is not using a heading element within a section. Each section should ideally start with a heading to describe the content within the section. Not including a heading can make it more difficult for users, particularly those using assistive technology, to understand the layout and content of your web page. Example of incorrect usage: section div, some content here section. Example of correct usage: section H1, heading for this section, some content here. Tips and tricks: always use a heading to start your section. This will not only give a clear idea of what the section is about, but also help in improving the accessibility of your web content. Don't use the section tag as a generic container. If you simply need a container to apply styling, use the div tag instead. Make sure to close your section tag. Failing to properly close your section tag can lead to unexpected results and errors in your web page. Conclusion: the HTML5 section element is an important tool in structuring your web content. It allows you to create standalone sections of related content, making your web page more organized and accessible. However, it's important to understand when and how to use it properly to avoid common mistakes and ensure your web page is structured in the best way possible.